So what's going to happen now is we're going to spend, I don't know, 15 minutes, maybe 20, who knows, taking a look behind the scenes at the show before it opens. It's a hive of activity in all of these halls as people are setting up their booths, some fancy, some more modest, but getting ready to show off all the products they have to sell to discerning buyers from around the world. We're going to head first over here into Hall 3, which is largely full of computer products, that's systems and peripherals, but also things like display technology, robotics. Well, you could probably read it off the doorway there, actually. But also gaming, which is a big focus pavilion this time round, this October. This is Hall 3, and you can hear the drilling away in the background there. This is one of the brand zones, and that's for these tend to be the bigger raw space booths, as we call them, with pretty sophisticated, cool-looking displays. And the reason they are so fancy is because far from merely providing you with, so to speak, the raw materials of a product line, these come ready branded, many of them already with a reputation that you can trade on, many of them with special deals for franchises or distributors in different markets around the world. And so they're very much here as a ready-to-go package that you can make use of. It's certainly worth your time, if you're interested in taking advantage of that, to come down here and see what people have in your product categories, which might be things such as, up here we have lightning cables for iPhones and other iProducts, USB cables of all kinds, in fact, yep. And over on the left here, actually I'll try not to stand on this guy's lino he's cutting. These guys are making a variety of electric personal transporters, so e-bikes, scooters there, electric skateboards. This way looks slightly safer, let's go this way. If you're just joining us, this is a behind the scenes look at Global Sources Electronics here in Hong Kong. The day before it opens, I assure you, it doesn't look like this once it's opened. It's hard to believe. In fact, every time we do this little behind the scenes video, I sort of think they won't really be ready by the time it comes to open. But in fact, bright and early tomorrow morning, this place will be absolutely pristine and not the post-apocalyptic wasteland it currently resembles. From tomorrow, you'll be able to see 3,800 booths of products here, taking up the entire AsiaWorld-Expo venue. What else have we got? These power banks and plugs and all related chargers and so on. Over here on our left, gaming mice and headphones. Gaming is an expanding product category at the show, and this year we've got not only an expanded selection of products for you to look at and source, but also the live gaming events where professionals in this arena will be showing off their skills on games like, actually I've forgotten the titles already, I think PES, the classic StarCraft, the mainstay of Korean pro gaming, and other esports. And you might not think that's really that important. Let's go this way, this looks like a minefield. So that might not seem that important if you just want to source, like ergonomic chairs to go with your, careful there, go with your esports offering. But the fact of the matter is that many of these brands now have their own dedicated esports teams who are giving them brand recognition that if you're not involved in the esports or live streaming, Twitch following kind of community, you might not really think is that big a deal. You could think of them a couple of automatons for cleaning the house there. What's the word I'm after here? Robot vacuum cleaners. That's something like that. I've lost my ability to activate my internal thesaurus this afternoon. But yeah, on the subject of esports, these are actually celebrities to a great degree. So you're kind of trading on the fame of these people who have become celebrities for their ability. And, you can sell this gaming equipment as the same kind that they use because they're sponsored by these brands. So if you can see all the way down this hall, basically, this is all full of computer products. I think this is some true wireless speakers, anything in that vein. I think we might have to get out of here and go over to the next hall because it's slightly too busy. Now, if you're just joining us, this is a rare tranquil moment in between halls as we do a day zero behind the scenes look around before the opening of Global Sources Electronics. We're about to go through into hall 7, and in here there are, well, all kinds of things. So we've got, if I read off the wall there, audio, batteries, cameras, communications, components, home electronics, and this distinctive section here with the kind of illuminated pseudo wooden pavilion. This is electronics from Korea, so they always are worth having a look at for something a little bit different. But yeah, first let's walk along this way and see if we can take a look at the components area. I should mention that convenient maps are put in very large sizes on the walls at strategic intervals, but you'll also get a map with your buyer kit when you arrive, and you can also check it online or in the globalsources.com app, which is a very handy thing to have indeed. Although the show opens tomorrow, you still have time to pre-register, and if you do that, you will not have to pay 100 Hong Kong dollars to get in, which is always a bonus. Just scouting out along these rows to see when we get into the components area. Right now we're in home electronics. You can see these guys have got some chargers and different plug adapters available. Speaking of the app, if you want any help installing it when you're here, you can go to this counter over here. Let's go this way. These guys make handheld radios, walkie-talkies for usually for security these days, but well, there's all kinds of reasons. Crane operators at ports and docks need them, building sites, and that's why you'll notice they tend to be of pretty rugged construction and in a variety of lovely, vibrant colours. So we are sort of headed right now for the next gen components zone. That's like a special showcase of, well, as the name implies, electronic components. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get there, because it's easier to point at things than to describe it in detail. The guys Partman Design are providing kind of ready-made, attractive cables and accessories in ready-to-go packaging. You'll find that a lot of the manufacturers have both the capability to provide you with products that you can put right on the shelf, but they can also offer you something to your own specifications, the designs that you need. And it's always worth talking to each exhibitor about the different possibilities that they offer. Many of the things that you'll see on the display cases in the booths are as much prototypes as anything else, demonstrating the range of capabilities that they have. We've got here Songmars. They offer dual diaphragm earphones, the kind of sports style, and over-ear headphones as well. And indeed wireless Bluetooth earphones. Connectors and cables. You can tell that we're starting to get into components territory here as the products become ever tinier. At any rate, this Cell Battery Co. here Limited, as the name suggests, make batteries in all shapes and sizes and materials as well. It's a big hall, this, isn't it? If you're just joining us, by the way, this is not just walking down long corridors, although it's all that and more. This is behind the scenes the day before the opening of Global Sources Electronics. From the 11th to 14th, you'll be able to explore 3,800 booths of consumer electronics, smart living components. And then on the 18th to 21st, we have the mobile electronics phase of the show. Again, taking up the whole venue, 3,700 booths, smartphones and tablets, wearables, devices, accessories. And all of which is available for free admission if you pre-register online at globalsources.com. These guys make wireless chargers, although again, haven't conveniently left any products out for us to look at. Batteries and power banks on the left here. Finally, the object of our miniature odyssey down this hallway. This is the next gen component zone. This is a showcase designed to help you source the parts you need to make devices or machinery, but it's split up not by what the components are, but rather their application. So that's split into smart living, wearables, drones, smart security, AR/VR, and I almost remembered the last one, but I am going to have to admit defeat and read it off the wall. Automotive Industries and Robotics, there you go. And in practical terms, what that means is you have these showcase shelves, also staff standing by to help you out, but each one, as you'll notice, has the exhibitor, where you will find them, the minimum order quantity, and the unit price for each component. And as I say, do note the location of the cafe, because by the time you've walked around this gigantic show for most of a day, you'll need to sit down. Okay, well let's head on from here, past the Dongsong Electronic Co. Limited's power supplies and Type-C chargers, and we're going to head over to Hall 2, I think. If you're just joining us, this is behind the scenes on day 0, the day before the opening of the world's largest electronic sourcing show, Global Sources Electronics. And we are walking out of the batteries and components area, and we are going to see what we can spot. There's a banner up there I've just spotted for the Esports Live event, booth 6L24, 8CO2 and 10J24. Don't bother memorizing them, you can look them up on the website. But basically these are exhibitors who have kindly furnished us with kind of demonstration teams of esports players who will be showing off their skills at PES, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, I think, is another one of the titles on offer, and Venerable Classic StarCraft 2, among others. So you can come and see not just the products, but really what you can do with them if you know what you're doing. As someone who routinely loses very hard at Forza Horizon, I can only look at these skills with some envy. If you'd like to come and see the show for yourself, it starts tomorrow, and until the 14th we'll host 3,800 booths of consumer electronics. Bear with me. I thought there was going to be more drilling. You just need to go to globalsources.com and you can pre-register for free admission. That will save you the entry fee, and you can also preview all of the products and exhibitors that you can find here. And the information will then let you, well, not only see where they're going to be, you can also contact the exhibitors directly through the website and the app that we offer on Android and iPhone. And yeah, you could set up a meeting before you even come to the show. This is the Taiwan pavilion on our right, so rather than being a particular product category, this is a geographic pavilion. And these guys on the end here offering quad multi-viewer display technology. Now we're heading into the audio products pavilion, and it seems a bit odd to say that this is a new pavilion, because of course audio is kind of the mainstay of consumer electronics and has been since, I don't know, the 1980s. But in fact, audio is of just a very fast-growing sector in consumer electronics at the moment, as we have observed from the number of suppliers at the show in audio products. So this time in October 2018, we've split off the audio pavilion from audio video where it was, and so it's a kind of standalone area where you will find nothing but speakers, headphones, and so on. So you don't need to waste your time wandering very much further than you have to in order to find the products that you need if all you're looking for is audio. And yeah, we're back in so this is another brand zone. If you were tuned in earlier on, like what feels like about an hour ago now, but was probably more like just 5 minutes, this is the other part of the brand zone, and you can see here this is the branded kind of audio products. So earphones here, the kind of outdoor party speakers they tend to call them over here, which are kind of rugged and designed that you can take them with you when you go hiking or camping, or indeed, as you would do in Hong Kong, on junk parties, which is like a picnic, but you just eat and drink while floating around in the sea instead of sitting on the grass. Anyway, eventually we're going to escape from this hall and we're going to cross the lobby again. Let's see if we can find the way out. Oh, here we've got a waterproof action camera. They're Yeah, they continue to be very popular with not only the extreme sports crowd, but also drone users and well, anyone who just likes recording themselves, really. And then, of course, dash cams, a kind of related but not entirely overlapping field. Now, Hall 1 is where we keep all the cars, basically. There's a few audio products in here too, actually, but for the most part, it's car electronics and security, ADAS, which I always forget. I think this is automated driver assistance, and navigation. So that's the the little voice telling you to turn left in 300 meters, and it's actually the largest collection of any sourcing fair in Asia of automotive electronics. Oh yeah, actually got some display products we can look at here. So I'm trying to recognise the car model from the picture, but I can't do it. And then kind of a little video screen. So, well, used to be just for taxi drivers and the like, but now everyone can have them. We should give some credit. This is the Clyde booth. They are at right at the entrance when you come into Hall 1. You can't miss them with their orange decor. It's another common feature. U-Road. Oh, this is a kind of car safety devices. So, well, I don't know if a wireless charger is a safety device. I suppose in the extended sense, but also lights and baby seats and the like. Benny World also offering in-car entertainment systems. They've helpfully put a picture of a car there just in case we forgot what we were doing. And these are Junan, I think is the name. It's hard to know how to pronounce it. Oh, and this is very much from the business end of automotive electronics, tyre pressure monitors for articulated lorries and trucks. And I imagine, although I'll probably have to ask them about it in a video tomorrow, they'll do things like fleet management and GPS tracking as well. Now, of course, if you're sourcing automotive electronics, the thing is you do have to source for particular brands, unless you have your own brand of car. So you'll want to look for the right manufacturers. There's a broad range of car marks catered for here, so Audi and BMW over there, Toyota I think we saw earlier. Pretty much anyone that's not too obscure you should be able to find a product for, and if you can't, of course, you can have something made to measure. Oh yeah, that's why I brought you into Hall 1, to go and look at the Analyst's Choice Zone. So, Analyst's Choice is a program that runs here at the show, but also generally on globalsources.com as well, whereby we have expert analysts, as the name implies, who look through the constantly changing, constantly updated range of products that are available for sourcing through Global Sources, and they find the best ones at various price points for different markets that have different ranges of features. And in each of our shows we have a little showcase. Well, I say little, it's reasonably large, a showcase of what our analysts have picked out as the best products. There's also the conference and product launch area here. If you go to the show website, globalsources.com, you can see what conference offerings will be on, and if you have an entry badge for the show, you get free admission to all the seminars. So we've got home electronics and gaming here. There's more coffee, I think, trying to send a message about the refreshment habits of our buyers. Smart living is over here. There's an audio experience zone, which see, normally I'd come and mess with all this stuff, but I think everybody's busy setting it up, so we'll have to leave that for during the show. Smart living and outdoor electronics and computer accessories. Is there any way out of here? Okay, yeah, there is. That is a lot of USB ports. Maybe too many. So yeah, auto, electronics, audio and the Analyst's Choice Zone plus the seminar program is what you will find here in Hall 1. And if you've stuck with this so far, firstly congratulations and thank you, but also we're now moving into our last hall of the tour, which is Hall 2. What will we find there? I will keep you in suspense until we cross this corridor. Actually, while we're crossing here, it probably would make sense if I tell you what to do when you get to the show. If you arrive at this end, you'll see actually there's a registration desk there, and you can either just show up on the door, pay $100 and get in and pick up your buyer's kit, or if you pre-registered, you can come along and either join the much quicker queue to get your entry badge, or use one of these scan and go kiosks to your left, and that just scans the barcode and prints your badge for you. Is it working? Yeah. Okay, let's have a demo. This is the beauty of live TV. Okay, that one worked perfectly. Ah, okay. And this is why we do testing with the day before. Good job. See you tomorrow. And that's how you can tell this isn't an edited video. So, okay, Hall 2, aka the one with the slightly weird carpet. So in here we have drones, smart living, and wait, someone's brought a cool car again. Let's go and look. So yeah, you can see this is a little flight cage for drones, just for safety's sake. Actually, that looks quite interesting. On the backdrop, they've got a picture of... Whoa, look at the size of that one. That's like an agricultural-sized drone. It also looks slightly terrifying. Yeah, I remember talking to an exhibitor about this, I think 1 or 2 shows back, and she was telling me that it's the Lamborghini branded stand, that's what it's about. To see this unveiled, you'll have to come to the show tomorrow. And yeah, although they're expensive, agricultural drones are a very big business, simply because the alternative to having a drone is either driving over to the other side of a mountain by yourself in a Range Rover, or spraying crops from a helicopter that costs millions of dollars and you have to hire a pilot, so there's that. This guy's selling racing hoverboards, which strikes me as a particularly dangerous proposition. But yeah, maybe we can talk to them during the show and see if that's a sensible idea. Yeah, that's the other thing you'll find here. Continuing to be big business is personal transporters. This one folds into a suitcase kind of arrangement. And these are the kind of, what's the term, kick scooters shape. And then the sort of, there's kind of a spectrum between the simplest, smallish, fold-up kick scooter, and then it's like a kind of a scent of man evolutionary diagram up to e-bikes, which can be solely battery-powered or also pedal-powered. And then, of course, there's the sideways hoverboard shape that we know and love, electric skateboards as well. And then you'll even see, I think we've got some actual e-motorbikes and scooters here at the show. Let's see if we can spot any, actually. That's interesting. It's sort of like a tricycle take on the Segway kind of thing. Yeah. Hello. These guys are Frigo. Oh, yeah, of course, Frigo. Okay, they are a long-running and successful exhibitor. And over here is the personal transporter test drive area, which is, well, as the name suggests, a place where you can come and try out the personal transporters, or quite often get the staff to try them out for you and show them. But we'll also have freestyle displays where people who are very good on EPTs do impressive tricks on them. Mega Wheels over here, another big brand in personal transporters. Yeah, and you know, it's sort of full-on electric motor scooter in the Lambretta, well, not Lambretta, but you know what I mean. So that's personal transporters. And then the other thing you'll find in Hall 2 is smart living. So that's things like the voice-enabled devices, smart speakers, smart security, smart lighting, pretty much anything for the home or office that you can stick smart in front of. Over there, actually let's go look over there. This is Tuya, I think is their name, and they've got a big showcase of their integrated kind of smart home ecosystem. So much like those fun show apartments in IKEA, you can come and sort of see what a house looks like when it's kitted out with all of the gear. But then basically the suppliers here cater to pretty much all of the established ecosystems for smart homes. Alexa, Google Home, the third one that I've forgotten just now, and again they'll all be open to your questions about what they could provide and whether tailor-made options are available. So thank you for watching. As I say, you can get free admission to this show, even though it opens just tomorrow, by going to globalsources.com/exhibitions, where you'll find all the information you need, previews of all the exhibitors and the products they're supplying at 3,800 booths from tomorrow until the 14th of October, and pre-register for free admission. Hope you'll make it to the show. Until then, goodbye.